Athletics plays an enormous role in the college experience for many students. Attending sporting events at our MAYDSEN is an activity enjoyed by students, staff, and alumni. These events allow families and communities to come together and create bonds with their peers. Students even decide on what college they want to attend based on the notoriety of its athletic program. Here's a story about a Hampton alumni who found her career path, connection with her community, and the opportunity to play the sport that she loves. This is Drive, the Jessie Mitchell story.
Hi, my name is Madysen Scott. I'm a third-year strategic communication major on the pre-law track from Fort Mill, South Carolina, and I'm here with Hampton alumni and athlete Jessie Mitchell, and we're going to be talking about her experience here at Hampton University. Golf was something that you did for a long time. Can you kind of give us some background about your introduction to golf and what made it something that you wanted to pursue as you continued?
So, funny story, when I was 2.5, my dad played his first round of golf. Very first. His friends had been saying, come play golf. And he's like, I don't want to play golf. He finally goes out. First time he ever plays, he makes an eagle on a hole. And he was hooked. The rest is history. He fell in love with the game. Next week, he bought me a little baby set of real clubs. And I started putting and hitting and taking lessons when I was about 3. I started competing when I was 9. And at that point, a lot of kids hadn't caught up to me. I was winning trophies when I was like 12 and stuff. I was doing really well, and then everybody started catching up and growing and getting bigger, so I had to play a little bit harder. And I was fortunate enough to be able to make history in high school by going to a private school where my friends and their families had all coordinated us to be on a team together. So we had 3 black girls on a private school team, and we won 3 state championships in a row in Georgia.
So kind of growing up, you said you're from Georgia. How was it in a sport that is stereotypically kind of targeted towards, our counterparts? How did you make your space as a black woman and still feel confident in, those trying times? What is something that you told yourself that was motivation for you?
I was really fortunate to be surrounded by the black golf community, especially in Atlanta. It's a rich cultural center for black people. And so anywhere you go, you see black people in Atlanta, which is, I think that's a real reason my dad wanted me to grow up there so that I could be proud of who I was. And that allowed me to be fearless. And then coming to Hampton even expanded that further because you are surrounded by the best of the best. Everybody has a goal to pursue and really wants to stand out from the crowd. And so being around that energy really infuses into your life to make you a strong person.
Shifting more towards your experience at Hampton, when you were here, it was the MEAC conference, so can you explain or tell us about your experience playing during that time?
Sure, so it was a lot of fun. When we were in the MEAC, we had our rivals. We would play against a variety of schools. Our biggest rival was Bethune-Cookman at the time, and one of the things that we were proud of, especially under my dad's leadership, was recruiting mostly black athletes. That was one thing that stood out compared to a lot of other schools. They would recruit international students or other local kids who, they could play, and that was their focus. They wanted to win no matter what the color of the skin. But for us, it was really important to show that black strength on the golf course. We can do this. We can come out here and win and compete. And we don't have to look to a majority color athlete to be able to win.
How was it having your father as your coach?
We have a very special bond. I was actually born 47 minutes after my dad's birthday. And so he always was very protective of me and saw a really bright future for me. And so he changed his whole life to be able to raise me the way that he wanted to. It was great to have him here.
And we're back again with Miss Mitchell and her father, Reggie Mitchell. And so I have a few questions regarding your coaching and your love for golf. So Earlier, Jessie shared a story about your first time playing golf, and she said that you went out on the green and you hit an eagle, and then you just fell in love from there. Right. Can you tell us about your love and how that transcended into your golfing career?
Well, a couple of my friends that I went to club with said to me, "Oh, you need to be playing golf." About a month later, I joined them on the golf course, and I hit 3 or 4 buckets of balls. I liked it. She asked me could I teach her how to play golf. So I was thrilled. I hadn't had anybody say anything like that to me in life. I saw that she had talent, and so we just started going after it, hitting balls and hitting more balls.
And then you became a little obsessed with the game and decided that you wanted to pursue coaching.
Yeah, you're right. and so when we got ready to go to college, there were people that was USC, Notre Dame, Arizona State. Who else?
Florida State, University of Miami, big schools.
Yeah, and so Hampton, I didn't know that much about it. I decided to let her go where she wanted to go. The president asked me to come over and be the coach. And so I thought that was a great opportunity. And I came up with her and stayed, 10 years. And it was very fulfilling.
I made sure I didn't mess up.
And so how was it coaching Jessie compared to some of the other girls, as her being your daughter?
Well, I didn't really separate them like that. They were all my children, and I would do everything I could do for them to be successful. At first, when I came here, the team was pitiful. Those girls were shooting 113. Anyway, we needed girls that could play. At the Bill Dickey tournament, I got about 4 or 5 girls, and they all came to Hampton. And they had never even thought about Hampton, but they came here, and all of a sudden we had a good golf team.
Okay, so during that time, well, even now, Hampton doesn't have a golf course. So where did you guys practice?
Newport News, and it turned out to be okay. And so we went up there for the next couple of years and played. And that's what we practiced.
You guys have been together or side by side for a lot of the pivotal moments in one another's life. How do you feel knowing that Jessie is getting a lot of recognition now for all the things that she's done here at Hampton?
It's phenomenal because we went from one extreme to the other, and that is she was at the bottom of the pecking order, so to speak, and now she's at the top, and she has unlimited future, and I'm happy that she does. I think she likes what she does, and she's good at it.
That's true. Every single day, I want to make some sort of an impact. Tell stories that make people feel inspired and uplifted. That is the drive for me